What's up, everybody? I'm doing a video today for a question that comes up all the time at this time of year. Is the subscription for Vinegar Syndrome worth the money? Um, it's October. We're about 7 weeks away from the Black Friday sale, and November is the only time you can subscribe for the entire year. So, since I am a subscriber, this is the first time I subscribed for the entire year. Just wanted to give you some information. I'm a numbers person, so I go into some number things here. If you're considering subscribing, I hope this helps you. If you're not going to subscribe, this probably is not a video for you. But if you're just curious, anyway, thanks for hanging around and checking this out. So I subscribed for the first time in May of 2019. I did the halfway package. So the subscription ran from June through November. December is typically an adult month only. I don't collect the adult titles. I'm just horror exploitation. So as far as going for the whole year, I really liked it. So I was like, all right, I want to do the whole year. They do not, meaning Vinegar Syndrome, give you much information, even to the subscribers, which I expected after seeing a post that said like, hey, your subscribers are going to get like a special email. There really was not information that I was kind of curious and looking for, meaning pricing. They did, which I don't know if this is the first time they did it or this is just something they do every year. They offered a discount code for people who were already subscribers. Since this whole video I'm doing is based around somebody who never has subscribed and wondering if it's worth it, the discount code does not apply to you. The 2021 horror and exploitation package was $820. That's a lot of money to shell out up front. But if you're a hardcore Vinegar Syndrome collector, meaning you buy every single release that comes out every single month, think about what it costs you. Think about the October releases were just announced. That package did have a VSU release, which does not come with your subscription, but I will get to that later. It's expensive. Very expensive. Every month to shell out money is even more than what the subscription is. Not by little, by a lot. I saw a lot of people complaining about the cost of Flesh for Frankenstein, which I don't think anybody should be complaining about. Flesh for Frankenstein that's coming in November is 4K, Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray. They'll have their incredible special packaging, of course. And when you look at other 4K releases from other companies, whether it's Arrow, Scream, Synapse, these things cost money. And especially with Flesh for Frankenstein, it's not just a 4K disc, it's a 3D disc as well, which has never been released. So $820 for the 2021 package. I've got my little cheat sheet here. In 2021, now that we have the October releases out there, and we know some of the November releases, and we know there's 2 mystery titles. There were 37 releases in 2021. Of the 37 releases, there were box sets involved. There's a total of 49 films within all the releases. There were 5 3-disc box sets. There were 5 4K releases for a total of 6 films. That's because Scanner Cop 1 and 2 were both 4K. That was a box set. And also there's a 2-film set coming, Nothing Underneath, Too Beautiful to Die, in the October package. So that's a lot of films overall 49 films in a year. If you just look at it release wise, 37 total releases. So if you do the math on it, it's $820, 37 releases. It's an average price of $22.17 each. And again, that is an average price for every single release. Don't look at it as, well, the regular price of a film is $27.99. So it's $5 less. That's not worth it. That includes everything. So the 3 film box sets, excuse me, the 3 film box sets that they come out with. There's one coming in October, the Keaton box set, Camille Keaton in Italy, 3 film set is $59.99. Your average price, because you did a subscription, is $22.17. Remember that. Also, Flesh for Frankenstein, which is coming in November, which everybody is extremely excited for. $49.99 was the flash sale price. The price right now on the site, as the flash sale is over, is $52.99. Again, $22.17. It's $30 less for that particular release. So while you say, well, it's only $5 or so less for a regular release, factor in all the box sets, all the 4Ks that are a part of the package. It is completely worth it if you are a big time Vinegar Syndrome buyer. I laugh sometimes at I see people saying the package is way too much money, and then that same person, when the sale comes around, spends like $1,200 on releases because they're catching up and whatnot, but are dropping $1,200. The subscription is a lot less than that. If you're able to drop $1,200 in one shot buying all these releases during the sale, you can 100% drop the $820 that it was for 2021. Next year, Vinegar Syndrome does not give out that information for the package. As it goes on, the price of the package will probably continue to go up. But it's got to get to a point that it can't go up that much more just because there are a bunch of subscribers. But if they turn around for the horror exploitation package and were to say, oh, it was $820 for 2021, and now it's $1,100, yeah, a lot of people would fall off. I think you have those diehards that would absolutely do it, but I would kind of look at that and say, yeah, it's a bit much, and that's not something that I would do. I don't think they would do that, though. I mean, like I said, it was 37 releases this year. If next year was to go up to, say, 40 releases, some months had 4 films, some months had 3 films. If it was to go up a little bit more, the May and November is always more in those packages for the month. So I don't think it would really go up that many more films. Maybe they would add in more 4K. Maybe they would add in more 3Ds, which would cause the package to go up. But I don't know. Judging, I don't think it would be much more than it was this year. At most, maybe like 900. Again, I'm completely guessing. In 2019, I kind of expected to get that information ahead of time being a subscriber, and you don't. As I said, I did get a discount code along with other subscribers, which, just if you're curious, was $70. So instead of paying $820 for the package for 2021, it was only $750. So again, doing the numbers thing, the 37 releases for me for the $750, $20.28 average. And again, it's 37 releases. It was 49 films. for the 5 3-film box sets, the 5 4K releases for a total of 6 4K films. It's really, really worth it if you are a big time Vinegar Syndrome collector. And they're always coming up with their gorgeous slipcovers, the different box sets, the different types of things. Now, there's no denying Vinegar Syndrome releases some gems and some absolutely terrible films. It is what it is. The ones that are absolutely terrible, well, it happens and whatnot. Maybe it'll make you a little bit more comfortable getting the releases at a cheaper price. Let's see here. I have a list of the films from this year, um, which by the way, if you actually wanted to break it down by film, 49 films for the year. It was $820 if you were a new subscriber. It's $16.74 a title. Now, when you do it that way, because the numbers can screw with you, it's like, well, that sounds a lot better. But now you look at the 3-disc box sets and say, well, now there's really not much of a discount there. You're just beating yourself over the head, trying to think a way out of it, talk your way out of it, or just come up with something that it doesn't make sense. Trust me, it makes sense. It's, like I said, it's pretty much the overall sales price for everything. You're just paying for it up front. So if it's the sales price, you double the $820 number. If you're buying them every month, you're probably spending like $1,600 a year. Maybe looking at it that way will help you as well. But just to run down what you got this year, you got Dark Tower, Cthulhu Mansion, Satan's Blood, Hitcher in the Dark, The Fear, Forgotten Jolly Volume 3, that's a 3-film set, Rush Week, Last Gasp, Death Promise, All American Murder, The Cellar, Homegrown Horrors Volume 1, 3-film set, Surf 2, The Cardona Collection Volume 1, 3-film set, Televised Terror Volume 1, another 3-film set, Alien from LA, Scanner Cop 1 and 2, those were 4Ks, Killer's Delight, Through the Fire, The Lamp, Girl School Screamers, almost said it backwards, I'm a genius, Auntie Lee's Meat Pies, Terminal Island 4K, Tough Guys Don't Dance, Shallow Grave, Devil Story, Blades, Resurrection, Ticks 4K. I cannot wait for that. I requested that title multiple times for Vinegar Syndrome. There are little hints that it's got some teeth and some bite. People were dying for alligator, which I knew it wasn't that. I was really hoping it would be Ticks. I cannot believe it is. I'm so happy that's coming. If you've never seen it, you have to. Next, we have The Laughing Dead, Camille Keaton in Italy. It's a 3-film set. Nothing Underneath, Too Beautiful to Die, as a 2-film collection. Flesh for Frankenstein 4K, which is also Blu-ray, which they do with all their 4Ks, by the way. It has a Blu-ray as well. But Flesh for Frankenstein is 4K, Blu-ray, and a 3D Blu-ray. Trauma, Creature, and their 2 mystery titles, one of which is a 4K. Yeah, I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I might have said that wrong. Scanner Cop 1 and 2 was 4K. Terminal Island, Flesh for Frankenstein. And we're getting a mystery 4K. That's one of the mystery titles. So it's 4 releases, 5 films. Apologize for that. I messed that up. Numbers person, and I get my own goddamn numbers wrong. Again, genius. So yeah, it's really worth it if you are a big time collector. Now the other part of it, which I had mentioned earlier, the October package has a VSU release. You do not get those with your subscription. You do not get VSUs, VSAs, which it's a VSA, not a VSU, excuse me. Oh God, I am the worst. Partner labels, you don't get those either. What they do for you, however, is you get a discount code for all of those things. And the discount code gives you $8 off each one. So like Censor is coming, which is, I think it's a Vinegar Syndrome Pictures. Is that what that one's under? I think it's $37.99. Subscribers use your code. It's $29.99. The partner labels, $8 off of those. So if it's $27.99, it's $19.99. $24.99. Do the math. $16.99. It makes it cheaper to get those as well, which is really awesome for them to do, and it's rewarding their subscribers. The partner label titles being discounted was the first time they were doing that this year. So it really is worth it. There's far too many partner label titles. I don't collect those. I buy them here and there, but there's a lot coming out for October that I scooped up, and it's really cool that they give you the discount code. How they are with their packaging. Their packaging is top notch, whether it's slipcovers, the box sets, the VSU releases, the VSAs, all top notch. Definitely worth subscribing, even just to get those. And if you don't like something, it was cheaper to get. You can get rid of it and not lose any money. So I highly recommend getting the subscription if you are that big time Vinegar Syndrome collector. I hope this helped you a little bit. I hope you don't mind my dull background as where I keep my collection. I'm kind of using that room as storage right now, because I'm still working on everything in my basement from the flood I had down there, and stuff that I saved is kind of sitting in that room right now. So I don't really have a place to sit in there, so I'm obviously in a different place right now. Thank you for checking this out. If you have any questions, need any more information that maybe I didn't touch on that maybe I can answer for you, just comment below and let me know. Thanks for checking this out, guys. Have a good Sunday.